Awesome. So you touched a bit about imagination activation. Can you go into that and describe, like, what is that? What does that mean?
Got it. So what I say about it, my standard line on this is, once people realize, like, I want means I don't have, they start going, I choose something new. And so, I mean, this is so cool. I love it so much. So they go, I want love. They go, I choose love. Well, the little self's going, what do I have to do to get it? So in this thing called imagination activation, and basically I learned it from the author Neville, real name Neville Goddard. Neville would say to imagine from the wish fulfilled, not of it, toward it, or about it. And I went, oh, because I already had a whole bunch of that piece hooked up. So if somebody goes, oh, I choose to be wealthy, the little self starts to go, well, what do I have to do? I gotta, I need to, I must. And so I use scripture about all of this. I mean, not religion at all, scripture, law, quantum physics, that kind of stuff. So imagination activation works like this. When you pray, ask, believing ye receive, and ye receive. So when you pray, which means I'm going to sit down and call something into existence, request it. I really believe that's true. So when you pray, ask, call, demand, claim, decree, and believing ye receive, which I used to think was a mental attitude. No, not at all. It actually means be alive in. So if I go, I choose to be wealthy, my little self would be going, I don't know, or I choose to know, or they would start to dumb down my request based on what I know is possible. And so in imagination activation, we go, well, now that I'm wealthy, what's new and different for me? And we start walking through the door. So when you pray, ask, believing, be alive in, having received, and immediately we receive. So it's a whole system of taking out of the middle the strategies our little self won't even come up with. So the imagination activation is make a new choice and then imagine from already having it.
Awesome. And how important is, with imagination activation, being specific and utilizing all of our senses, or like what senses work best? Describe some of the senses we can use.
Cool. I gotcha. So, I'll give you a couple of rules of the game. The more specific we are, the more instantaneous the manifestation. So what I learned early on, there wasn't just 5 senses or whatever. There's actually 16 senses. I usually sing the song, 16 senses. Anyway, so color, taste, sound, smell, motion, direction, tactility, pressure, internal sense, external sense. There's way more to it. So if I go, I choose to be wealthy. And then I begin to go, what am I hearing now that I'm wealthy? What am I seeing now that I'm wealthy? What motion, what direction, what tactility, which is touch, which pressure? Oh my gosh, in other words, my current reality, let's say of lack, if I had lack going on, I'm going to say cancel, but if I have a lack going on, then I say, well, now that I'm wealthy, and I begin to go, oh, what am I hearing? Oh, what am I seeing? What color, what motion, direction, what lightness, what darkness? I begin to get more vivid in my imagined state, and the minute I tip the scale and get more vivid in my imagined, now that I have it, it happens.